We begin with breaking news and new information revealed this afternoon about the response to the shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas. Coral Springs police just wrapped up a news conference.
And we're waiting for one to begin at Broward Sheriff's Office. That should start any time now. Scott Israel expected to address the media. When he begins speaking, we will bring that to you live.
First, though, we want to get you out to CBS 4's Joan Murray and what Coral Springs police just revealed. So, Joan, what did they have to say?
Well, the police chief just wrapped up a news conference, lasted about an hour, when he took a lot of questions ever since this tragedy unfolded more than a week ago. There's been a lot of question about who responded and when, and he wanted to clarify that Coral Springs was involved in the response to this tragedy every step of the way. So the police chief said that the school, being only 3 miles from the department, they were among their officers and fire personnel, fire rescue, were among the first to arrive, and many officers were the first to go in that building. But one of the biggest revelations today came out concerning the school surveillance video. So the school had a video cameras, many of them rolling in real time. At one point, those tapes were brought to officers, including Coral Springs officers and BSO personnel. And when they were watching those tapes, they believed they were watching in real time. So in other words, what they were looking at was really 20 minutes before. So they're looking at it and seeing the shooter in the building, when in reality, the shooter had already left the building. So that led to some confusion among the officers in trying to track the shooter. But the police chief clarified and said that no lives, and that did not in any way affect anyone being saved or affect in any way the outcome of the tragedy.
The delay never put us in a situation where any kids' lives were in danger, any teachers' lives were in danger. The delay was simply when we got there and the sheriff's office and our officers and other officers from the community went into that building. Our key is to get as much intelligence as possible. The issue was more of a communication failure on who was reviewing the tape, letting our guys know that it was a 20-minute delay in what they were reviewing. So as you can imagine, and you heard some of the dispatch tapes from the sheriff's office, at first the guys are hearing, oh, he's on the second floor. Well, it's not true, because we had people on the second floor, and the people are saying, no, he's not on the second floor. So it added to some confusion when it comes to that, because the officers that are in the school trying to find him were given inaccurate information unintentionally. It's miscommunication. But that 20-minute delay did cause some confusion.
So once again, while there was confusion, he said that did not lead to any further loss of life or affect the response in any way. The chief also took a lot of questions regarding this school resource officer we've heard so much about, and where was he and what was he doing. The sheriff's office is likely to respond to that coming up at 5 o'clock, but the chief did confirm that one of their officers did have some interaction with that SRO officer in the parking lot, but he couldn't answer any more questions exactly where that SRO officer was when the shooting began and what exactly was his response at the time.